Welcome to the car meet. This is the Motorfest social hub, and it's also a place where you can access... Check out the main stage, where you can join in on the custom show, or explore and compete to become a genuine Motorfest legend. Of course, you can hop into the playlists. You already know how wild those could get. Don't forget the live event's monthly theme. We like to change things up around here. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Look around and have fun. Bye!
Well, I can hardly believe it, but it's true. NASCAR is making its debut at Motorfest with an exclusive tournament.
That's right, and the festival went all out to build a circuit worthy of this legendary competition. Racers from the main NASCAR Cup Series are gathered here with their iconic next-gen cars to defy drivers from all over the world.
Who is going to be the next champion?
Welcome to the Custom Show. Here you can vote for your favorite vehicles of the week, or register your customized ride to the competition to get rewards based on your ranking. To where we left off.
Ooh, 2 wins in a row. This deserves a nice little fun break. I'm waiting for you next to the airport. Come join me. I got a nice Evo 6 for you to try.
Right, but isn't it my job to say this kind of... recalibrating? Okay, your friend is waiting for you. You know what to do. Knowing that girl, I'm pretty sure you can guess what she has in mind, Drifter.
Okay, we're doing great in these street fights so far, which is not much of a surprise. I mean, what were these cats thinking coming after us? Anyway, we're taking a break, so let's step away from the street rivalry for a moment and have some quality drift time. Our playground, the airport. Your car, Drift Queen Lancer Evo 6. Yep, no time for shilly-shally. We've been through quite a lot together, and I have nothing to teach you anymore, so just have fun. Got you a nice little track for this. Basic but technical. I told you last time that drifting was born in Japan, but I didn't tell you who ignited the spark. Well, two names, Takahashi and Tsuchiya, respectively named the father of drifting and the Drift King, no less. To others back then, oversteering was a mistake to correct. But to these guys, it became a special technique to carry more speed through the corners and have fun doing so. They're my role models. I could talk about them for hours. Point is, drifting exists thanks to these two racers. Come on, Hashiria, you can score more points than that. Wow, you crushed it again! I'm telling you people, we got the next drift sensation in the making here.
In this time? All right, back to normal. So?
Hey, number 6.
Come on.
Ready for the next round? It's gonna be me, you, and Toji versus some other street racer wannabes. And I'm taking the lead this time. Don't worry, he's not really leading anything. He just says stuff. Try to humor him. What was that? Nothing. Lead the way, boss. All right then, let's go.
All right, another one of my scripts down the drain. Recalibrating. This is it, driver. You're facing yet another team of street rivals, the Clawblades. Wow, these ones sound mean.
Japan, you guys are ready to lose in your own playlist?
Bite me, Hello Kitty. Can you believe these jackasses? They kind of remind me of someone. Anyway, guys, I advise you get in the zone stat. The path is gonna get real technical real fast, and you're not facing Abarths anymore. Copy that, knuckle down. Good, friend. We got you yet another car from the JDM Golden Era. The most forward-thinking car in the world back then. The Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Or simply, GTO in Japan. Shingo, you're gonna tell us more? Yep, you got it. Wait, 2 turbochargers, 4-wheel steering, and an electronic exhaust control system. Not bad. You've only missed the active aero control system. Oh yeah, motorized aerodynamics that adapts to your speed. That car was a frickin' Japanese Batmobile. Way ahead of its time. These damn cats are tough. Yeah, with these guys, I think we gotta switch from a Hashiriya to a Bosuzoku state of mind. Okay, meaning we go rough, brother. On this island, not exactly a piece of cake. Yeah, but that's what makes it interesting, right? Plus, it's nothing for a driving whiz like you. Nothing at all. Once we pass the bamboo forest, the finish line will only be a few seconds away. If you guys want to try something, it's now. What was that? First position is ours, dude. Next time, just take the bus.
Okay, this time no one's gonna cut me off. I'm not saying anything. You people can sync up. Go ahead, guys. You can do your thing. No one? All right, driver. Looks like it's finally you and me again. Great! So this next race is extra special.
Hey friend, what's up? Man, you delivered a flawless performance against our rivals so far. These guys are getting hit real hard. But the next race is a toge, and you know what that means. Intense and technical. bus that starts from the highest point of the mountain. It's not a race to take lightly.
And same goes for our opponents, apparently. Meticulous racers and reliable machines. Or so I've heard.
Keeps getting better, doesn't it? We'll see you on the top of Maui, friend.
As I was saying, well, actually, these guys have pretty much said it all, so I'm kind of lost now. Gonna have to recalibrate again. I mean, they could ask me before barging in like that. It's not like I'm a freaking robot. Uh-oh. Recalibrating. To Haleakala. Let's go. Almost there. About to face the last team of street racers that recently joined Motorfest. Pack versus Diamond Fangs. It's on!
Change our radio frequency.
I know, sorry about the intrusion. Heard you people defeated all your opponents so far. That's quite a tally. Anyways, we're all stoked to be facing you. May the best team win. Over and out.
How about that?
Watch out, guys. I foresee a very mean curve at the end of the straightaway.
That curve's deadly.
Yeah, I expect lots of razor-sharp turns peppered with short straights on these mountain roads.
Not to mention the 200-foot drop if you miss any of them. Just the way we like it.
Manners and mean cars. Looks like our opponents are the real deal. But it's quite bold of them to think they could beat Japanese racers in a toge.
Well, cats are known for being cocky.
Remember our last toge driver? It was you against me then. Don't you forget, it's all about drifting. Oversteer while maintaining control for a high exit speed. the Skyline GTRs were called Godzilla. Well, that R32 you're driving was the first one to earn that name. This is the original monster, and its victory streaks are beyond compare.
I'm gonna make it simple. For years, that car was unstoppable on the Japanese car racing scene. The R32 changed the rules and left everyone in the dust for years.
It was created to beat the shit out of everyone, and it did. Closing in, guys. Focus till the end.
No matter what, this race belongs to one of our two Skylines.
You become the king of the mountains, my friend. Incredible race, spectacular driver.
Invincible car.
Friend, tell me, isn't your Kara a little emotional? Got an email from her kind of asking us to stop interrupting her job. She seemed a little pissed, saying that even robots can have feelings, stuff like that. Well, I guess we kind of overstepped here.
An AI making a scene. Wow. Peak modernity right there.
Anyway, we'll let her tell you about the grand finale. See you on the grid, my friend.
Well, these guys weren't supposed to mention this to you, but... never mind. Okay, driver. Things are finally back to normal. So you've taken out each and every group of opponents. But it turns out that each team still has an ace up their sleeve. Every group is calling on their champion for this final race, the Battle Royale. Who's going to be chosen to be the PAX champion? Made in Japan 2, final struggle. And you are up.
them all already?
Just the lower ranks, apparently. Now each team is playing their trump card.
Good kitties. Well, check out these cars, man. They're clearly bigger cats.
Doesn't matter, does it? These guys are still cats. We are dragons. Okay, driver. This is a battle royale between the 5 street racing teams. Only one member of each group gets to race, and you're the one racing for the pack.
Ugh, lucky.
Officially passing the torch, big brother?
Just this one time.
Oh my god. Goosebumps. Literally.
You can drive Wengen style on that speedway, which means really fast. Just watch out in these tunnels.
Just that car. ring a bell, driver? We spoke about it in the Liberty Walk playlist. This is the Liberty Walk version of the 92 Honda NSX. Oh, man. Yeah, that's Shingo's dream car. Basically the same NSX as he always drives, except for this one's been in the hands of the master Wataru Kato, which brings it to a whole new level. I want to drive that car. Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Got it, driver? That car's a unicorn.
For the firepower contest that is the final race, this special NSX will do nicely.
You got this. Do not give them an inch.
You win this race, my friend, and it'll be an overwhelming victory for the pack. That's what we're shooting for, right?
Always.
Just the lower ranks, apparently. Now each team is playing their trump card.
Good kiddies.
Check out these cars, man. They're clearly bigger cats. Doesn't matter, does it? These guys are still cats. We are dragons. Okay, driver. This is a battle royale between the 5 street racing teams. Only one member of each group gets to race, and you're the one racing for the pack.
Ugh, lucky.
Officially passing the torch, big brother?
Just this one time.
Oh my god. Goosebumps. Literally.
Drive Wengen style on that speedway, which means really fast. Just watch out in these tunnels.
Does that car ring a bell, driver? We spoke about it in the Liberty Walk playlist. This is the Liberty Walk version of the 92 Honda NSX. Oh, man. Yeah, that's Shingo's dream car. Basically the same NSX as he always drives, except for this one's been in the hands of the master Wataru Kato, which brings it to a whole new level. I want to drive that car. Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Got it, driver? That car's a unicorn.
For the firepower contest that is the final race, this special NSX will do nicely. this race, my friend, and it'll be an overwhelming victory for the pack. That's what we're shooting for, right?
Always.
Hey friend, tell me, isn't your car a little emotional? Got an email from her kind of asking us to stop interrupting her job. She seemed a little pissed, saying that even robots can have feelings, stuff like that. Well, I guess we kind of overstepped here.
An AI making a scene. Wow. Peak modernity right there.
Anyway, we'll let her tell you about the grand finale. See you on the grid, my friend.
Well, these guys weren't supposed to mention this to you, but... Never mind. Okay, driver. Things are finally back to normal. So you've taken out each and every group of opponents. But it turns out that each team still has an ace up their sleeve.
Just the lower ranks, apparently. Now each team is playing their trump card.
Good kitties.
Check out these cars, man. They're clearly bigger cats.
Doesn't matter, does it? These guys are still cats. We are dragons. Okay, driver. This is a battle royale between the 5 street racing teams. Only one member of each group gets to race, and you're the one racing for the pack.
Ugh, lucky.
Officially passing the torch, big brother?
Just this one time.
Oh my god. Goosebumps. Literally.
You can drive Wengen style on that speedway, which means really fast. Just watch out in these tunnels.
Does that car ring a bell, driver? We spoke about it in the Liberty Walk playlist. This is the Liberty Walk version of the 92 Honda NSX.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's Shingo's dream car. Basically the same NSX as he always drives, except for this one's been in the hands of the master Wataru Kato, which brings it to a whole new level.
I want to drive that car.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Got it, driver? That car's a unicorn.
For the firepower contest that is the final race, this special NSX will do nicely.
You got this. Do not give them an inch.
You win this race, my friend, and it'll be an overwhelming victory for the pack. That's what we're shooting for, right?
Always.
Looks like you guys are frail after all. You won this made in Japan thing. Now come and get us out there. See what happens.
Sounds like an invitation, friend.
You've yet to claim your reward, driver. Is an outstanding victory. You and your partners entirely dominated that street brawl. Way to go, Dragons! Let's head back to the container to get your prize. In the meantime, here's a piece of information. You've won the first encounter, but the rivals are not going anywhere. They're staying here in Hawaii, and they'll be waiting for a rematch with you. So once you've completed this playlist, you can find them in free drive, challenge them again, and establish your supremacy as a street racer, once and for all.
Hey, is it okay if I talk? Your car's not gonna get mad, is she?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
All right, I'll make it short. You did a hell of a job back there, my friend. You're definitely one of us, and we're counting on you to defeat these guys again. You represent the pack. These cats are gonna understand that we're the prevailing street racing team around here. Catch you next time.
Bye!
Aw, aren't these guys cute? I may have overreacted a little. So don't forget, once you've got your reward, check in the menu and you'll see a whole new rival-related activity. This is just the beginning. unbox your brand new Honda NSX Liberty Walk Edition. A playlist is available, driver. New challenges unlocked.
The Clawblades are a good choice. A cocky bunch, but competent.
let's move to the next objective. And grateful to present what is probably the most homemade playlist of all. The heart of this one is entirely composed of mountains, jungles, volcanoes, and oceans. You're in for the Hawaii Scenic Tour. Another activity awaits. You must have felt it since your arrival. This island is something. But before exploring Hawaii, let's celebrate it with a quick tour on the Motorfest grounds. On this brand new Motorfest circuit. A bit intense, isn't it? But no pressure. The key word here is exploration. You don't have to win to move on to the next race. Enjoy the ride. Victory's just a bonus here. And while we're here, let's start with a guided tour of the Motorfest grounds. Everywhere on this track, you will feel the Hawaiian connection to elements. Look at these sharks. They mark the entrance to the water area. You can see the sand playground on the left for you to practice your off-road skills whenever you want. And vibrant like Earth, here comes the concert zone. This area is all about getting together and enjoying some great music. You know this volcano? It's the car meet. Social hub, custom shows, main stage stuffs. You already got the drill, right? Up there are a tribute to the last element, air. This is also where you'll find the drift track, first arena of the Drift Experience playlist. Our Motorfest ground tour is coming to an end. But I still think this was a little intense for this playlist. Why don't we start the real Hawaii scenic tour with a more relaxed journey around this amazing island? You'll get a real guide this time, I promise. Hawaiian born and raised, he knows these lands like the back of his hand. He loves sharing the culture, history and beauty of Hawaii. First journey to the east, between seafronts, mind-blowing mountains and wild waterfalls.
My name is Keola Nakahiki Opozo. You think you can remember that? Want to take some pictures of these places, yeah? No worries. I asked Motorfest to take some pics for you. Just cruise and enjoy the ride. The design on this van, that's the kind style. He's a local street artist that always sets the mood for the sandy beach over there. Save the board. We'll catch some waves later on the North Shore. Get the biggest waves. For now, enjoy the landscape. Take a look at that island over there. That's Molokai. Ko Hawaii Pai'aina, or the Hawaiian archipelago, was said to be pulled up by the magical hook of Maui. That's what my kupuna told me. You can believe it or not. Coconut Resort is just in front. An epic hotel, unfortunately destroyed by a hurricane. The palm trees that line the road is pretty cool. Preps you for the first pit. Another landscape, another photo. Ko'olau poko. Nah, Nikeya. Just another mountain range? It's actually part of a volcano. We're going that way. Easy, easy. It's been sleeping for 2.5 million years now. This is the B-side, Kaneohe, land of resources in ancient times. Pretty developed now. Check it out though. Not a bad place to live, huh? Check out Manoa Canyon. That's my favorite part of the trail. Cliffs with waterfalls, so peaceful. Right time to recharge your mana. Ice cream shop up the road. Take a break and relax.
How was your best ride of discovery? You'll see, Hawaii is full of enchanting berry places. The next race, the weather is expected to be great. What do you think about a convertible ride in the backcountry? We have prepared a classic for you from a very famous German brand, the BMW Z4 M40i. The Bavarian manufacturer has always been a leader in the field of roadsters. From the 4 Series through the 8 Series to the M6, there is a significant number of models that have been turned into convertibles. Central Hawaii, the land that beats the living.
E ha'i mo'olelo ana au ia oe. He ko'i ka mo'olelo. Pela e pili, ai ke kanaka I kono au a puni. E hui koke aku no, kaua I ke hoa. First pick, I couldn't resist. These wind turbines are inspiring. Hey, hell, oye, que hoa. Loretta, how you doing, my friend? Whee. Now you're here. Might be nice to learn a few words besides alo. The top down on the convertible. Sunflowers everywhere. What a real weekend in the country. The island is dotted with crops everywhere. Sugarcane down south, bananas up north, and pineapples all in the middle. I remember another legend I used to hear. All that you see came to be thanks to the god Lono. Ho! Don't miss that left turn. Lono is the one who brings balance with the wet seasons, making this land fertile. Poetry, but get some sad parts. Oh, shall we? Smile. Nice. So, when it rains, it's said that Lono is crying for the woman he lost, Kaikilani. Poetic, I told you. And all his tears make everything grow. I don't like to bother you with too much. You are racing after all. Check out those buildings. Got it. That's Honolulu. Nice. How about we go surf next time?
Let's go to the shore. You'll love the next vehicle. You know the serial version because it's a famous Ford, but we added a little touch of Hawaii to it.
Is that Ford Bronco made in Oahu? Ah, perfect. This is the exact car we need today. We're going to the beaches of Waimea, where the mountains rise from the water. You know Waikiki? Sure. But there's another precious spot. Trust me. Let's take a photo of this spot. Perfect for surfing. We call that He'enalu. Everybody here surfs. Duke is the most famous. But long before that, points of every class and calling enjoyed surfing. Bruh, even Lono surfs, although he preferred to surf the heavens. Oh, bruh, look at this lava giant. Majestic. Black sand comes from that volcano. Trying to walk barefoot on the heat, it's like walking on fire. Go take a look in this cave over here. Wow, pretty mean. Oh, check the sea monster on your left. We arrive at White on Night, my favorite surf spot. The first wave, all you.
To show you Hawaii without mentioning surfing. Keola has his spots, but it's up to you to discover others. The island is full of them. Another element and enter the furnace. So you need a car that is also tough and powerful. Good thing you're driving the 1969 Camaro Z28. Someone once said that this car eats Mustangs for breakfast. It should definitely be up to the task. You're in. I'll hand over the comms to Keola.
Uolo he paha oino pele ke okua. Ka wahine vela ena o ka lua. Nona ke kino kahe a vai. E a e ana I na ala me na ale. E mo olelo awane e kaua nona. How's it, friend? Hope you enjoy the cool water. Where we're going, the temperature is much higher. Welcome to the volcano. All the mountains around you are volcanic. Some are sleeping, but the others, no need point you a picture. Hawaiians, Pele, she's the goddess of the volcano. They say the volcano's activity is the same as her temper. Sometimes calm, sometimes explosive. You're driving in the territory of a fearsome goddess. Definitely worth a fold. Pele continues to make Hawaii. Because of her, we can witness the process of creation. Might sound crazy, but volcanoes are a source of luck. Powerful and breathtaking giants that show us the balance of destruction and creation. Awesome. The rocky flows of a few seconds ago has transitioned to a wet and fertile land. This is what Hawaiians proudly call Kulaivi. Another difficult word, huh? There's a nice Japanese temple hidden there, but might be tough to stop. But let's take a picture. Keep it simple. Kulaivi is your homeland, the place that claims you, feeds you, and that you take care of. sight. Well known for its surf and its bronze, obviously. Feels like the end. The Rainbow Bridge will make a perfect spot to mark the occasion. Smile. Bruh, nice. I'm a fan of the volcano one.
You tasted the harshness of the West. Now I invite you to the wilds of the North. Between sand, asphalt and mud, an all-terrain car is needed. So, here's our response. New Engineering, retro touch, wild attitude. All yours for this race, the Dodge Challenger SRT Cross Country Edition.
He mina ka umo o lelo puna hele. Aloha no. Kau aku ka manao. Kau maha ka nao. Ya nae ka mahele e lanai ka manao. A pili aku ko uka pua me ko kaipua. He pili ona mai kai ki aloha. Wild north this time. The less you ride on asphalt, the better you will be. A good start. The white sandy beaches of Kavela Bay. A serene treasure away from the hustle and bustle. famous resort on your left. Perfect place to spot some OYUN'U. So what you think? We should leave the road for a bit, yeah? Check out some untamed paths. These jungles are some of the most unspoiled on the island. Beautiful and unique. Hawaii is more than 2,500 miles away from the nearest landmass. No forest in the world looks exactly like this one. Enjoy the winding descent. There's a nice view. You're about to pass right by the Laie Hawaii Temple, or at least behind it. That was quick, but we still got the photo. In the Kaipapau forest are great. I love how the sunlight breaks through the tree branches. Going sideways in the jungle. I never seen a Dodge Challenger do that before. This one's for the gallery. these beaches. Look, another volcanic beach. Rah, becoming a specialist. There is still much to discover here. White, black, or green, there are literally beaches of all colors here in these islands. Oh my god! That was a nice trip.
Hawaiians have a deep connection with the sea. The only way to understand it is to go and splash. In a few minutes, you'll enter the world of muscle cars. Beware, you may never want to leave. Cars are more than just a 70-year-old car trend. It's an entire chunk of the American car culture. To tons of people, muscle cars are the epitome of what a vehicle should represent. Allure and power, with some crucial tweaks, and just the right amount of outside-of-the-box thinking. Cars in their fullest might and glory. standard definition of a muscle car. They are sometimes described as American-made two-door sports cars with a powerful engine. But that's a little reductive, don't you think? Others define them by their V8 engines and rear-wheel drivetrains. The truth is, muscle cars are a philosophy. It's a creed more than anything else. Want to experience it for yourself? Well, good news. We're almost there. The American dream. It's punch it or punch out. No way around it. To the next objective. Set your sights and let's start the show. New playlist ahead. Let's go. We had a lot of fun making this next playlist. One clue, it centers on one of the most famous car models of all time. At keeping secrets. It's a Porsche. Okay, you probably guessed that it's the 911. Let's find out what makes this car iconic. Head to the container in Pearl Harbor and let's get behind the wheel of a legend. Here we go.
The biggest car culture festival on earth. Of course, the #1 in the world.
Of course, we're all huge Porsche fans, and it means a lot to us to have such an incredible manufacturer joining the adventure.
He's trying to go on the outside, but he goes for it immediately.
Diversity with the 911. We had no choice but to reveal it to you. Another activity awaits. Speak to you soon, driver. Here we go. To the next objective. Porsche agreed to send us some of their most interesting models for you to try out. Shipping from Stuttgart, Germany to Hawaii took a little bit longer than they thought, so they've actually just arrived. Visualize your next objective and let's go. next in line. Don't expect the first event to be a warm-up. Things will get tough real fast. But you'll be backed up by one of the festival's closest partners, Jim Hayfield, a rock star among car collectors. Not a figure of speech. Jim's an actual rock star who just so happens to own one of the greatest muscle car collections in the world. He's the person lending us all the cars you'll drive during this playlist, and he's got quite the lineup. Right there. A heartbeat, the song of a V8, music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
Okay. How's it going in there? Yeah, Jim here. I'm guessing you've been told I'll be tagging along. That is my car you're driving after all. All right, let's get straight into it. Rock on! I'm here because my boys at Motorfest needed the best possible lineup for this gig, and just so happens, I got the greatest models you can ask for in my garage. Here's the drill. I provide, you drive. That's one lap. Don't get shy now. Every car you'll use in this playlist are part of my personal collection. But hey, that's okay. This was my idea, so don't get all nervous about it. These ponies are made for rough handling. No matter how fast and harsh you drive, they can take it. And I've been told, you know your way around cars anyway. No sweat, just go. Whether you're you're a musclehead or you're just here for the Discovery Tour, it doesn't matter. If you're into cars, you're gonna love this. Just listen to that V8 like a chunky, down-tuned guitar riff. Another lap to go. You got the path memorized? Then punch it! That place kind of reminds me of Jackson, Wyoming. I played there a couple of times. You know, feel good, small town kind of vibe, mountain ranges. I know, we're in Hawaii, but the mind wanders. Gotta say, I like the climate here better. That's it. Fire it up. Dude, you got it. These cars are meant to roam wild. That's what this playlist is all about.